Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy, and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 4th of June. Now, it's late in the afternoon here down under, and it is grey and cloudy. We've had a really cold, bleak, pretty much just a bleak grey day today. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. Louise, I hope you're having a great birthday weekend. We all wished you a very happy birthday, and I hope you had lots of fun. It's not every day you turn 60, is it? So let's get straight into the reading. I don't think I've got anything to tell you guys, so we'll just get straight into it. I brought my cards along as well. We'll do a couple of those at the end. So we'll just get started and see what comes up. I'm getting memories and I'm getting this shifting. Oh, God. Exhausting, but I'm getting this shifting energy. It's like the people looking back through an old photo album, and I'm getting that memories, all alone in the moonlight. I'm getting that song from, is it Cats? I'm getting that song again. But it's memories. People looking back over their memories, looking through their old photo albums, things from the past. I'm just getting memories. People are remembering back to the good old days and the simple days when life was free and easy and people weren't getting sick all the time. Memories of a simple life without smartphones, without all this crap. I know a lot of us here think about these things all the time. Music is certainly a big memory that we have. So I'm getting this like old photo album where people are like going through their old photo albums and remembering simple times when they'd like go fishing with their granddad, or they went 10-pin bowling when they were a young kid or something like that. Memories. That's just what I'm getting. People are looking back at their simple memories because they know that's not where we're heading anymore. Life is changing drastically and abruptly. And that's why people are looking back at their simplified life from many, many years ago and how it's all become a big memory. Life is not the same anymore. For example, buying a house, photo of you with your first house or digging in your garden. Young ones aren't going to have that kind of memory because they can't even afford to buy a house now. So I'm getting a lot of people are just looking back over their lives and the things they've achieved and their accomplishments and the joyous moments. I'm just getting this. Probably not us. We probably did that a long time ago. We put a lot of our photo albums into storage because we've gone back to make some more simple memories again, haven't we? We spend a lot of time at home. We do simple things. We might go away for a weekend here or there. We spend a lot of time digging in our gardens, doing the things that bring us happiness and joy, living a very simplified life. I know a lot of you have switched off your televisions and got rid of smartphones, and a lot of people are going off grid. We know this is happening, but this is the people waking up. They're starting to look through their old photo albums, wondering where their life went. We know where it went. Down the toilet, basically. So I'm getting this visual of people going through their old photo albums and looking at their past and how simple and carefree and easy it all was back then. God, now look at the amount of bloody heart attacks and illnesses and ailments and all sorts of things, including us, that people are getting those seriously, like the flu, just with the jabs, all the shingles now that's out. These are pretty debilitating things. So life has changed dramatically for a lot of people. So this is the people waking up. And they are just very, very slowly. All right, let's keep going. God, I'm getting this visual of a table, like a table, but it's a square table or a rectangular table, and the edges are worn off it. The edges are worn down. It's like the edges are worn off. Hang on. There's no sharp edges. Wait a minute. See, if I think of a table, I think of stability. I think of like 4 legs, or like in this case, mine's a round table. I always go for round tables. You guys are probably similar. It's got a big single solid leg so you can fit more chairs under it. But I'm getting this 4-legged table, but the edges are worn off it. Oh, God. Sorry, tight energy around this table. And whenever I think of tables, I think of stability. And this is the people waking up. They're not feeling stable. The edges are worn off their tables on the corners. There's no sharp edges. It's been smoothed off. Because this represents the people. They think they feel stable, but they're actually getting worn out. It's like the edges being worn out, like showing me like sandpapered edges. The table's looking bedraggled. This is how the people waking up are feeling. They're feeling a little bit bedraggled, like an old table that's worn out. It's still saying they feel stable though. They feel like they've still got the 4 legs on the table and they feel stable. But it just is feeling like a table that's scratched, that's old, but it's still being used. See, this is what I'm getting. Hang on a minute. See, again, we're getting back to that government just throwing the tablecloth over and hiding everything again. This is for the people waking up, not for us. Things are still being hidden from them. See, the government is like handing out, for example, tablecloths and just saying, oh, put this over your table. You're still stable. We've still got you back. We're still looking after you. We're still watching, everybody's spending and all this kind of false illusion. So if you just put one of our great tablecloths on like this, your table's going to look really good and brand new again. This is kind of the quick fix the government's kind of giving out to the little people that are still waking up. See, they still feel stable with their government. I hope that analogy makes sense. They still think their government is going to keep them stable. Some of these people, not all. So it's this bedraggled wooden table that's scratched. Corners are all rubbed off. But the government's going to give you the quick fix of how to make the top look better and make you feel better as well. So that's just what I'm getting, just a table, a stable table. Maybe it's one of those stable tables. Those stable tables they call them that you put on your lap when you're just eating off the lounge. I'm sure people will be getting to that point soon where there's a table with no legs, just one of those little stable tables you put on your lounge chair over your legs and you eat from. That's what it's going to end up like, isn't it? So that's what I'm getting for the people waking up. The government's giving them the illusion that they're giving them a nice fresh tablecloth to freshen everything up in their lives and make everything look sweeter and better and neater. We know it's not true. Oh, God, it's so frustrating, isn't it? The cover-ups, the lies and deception. They're still feeding them to the people in the bubble bloody denial suits. All right, let's keep going. People now, it's the people waking up, they're asking the how. It's showing me them with their hands in the air going, how? How is this government going to fix this? How are we going to navigate this moving forward? How are we going to make ends meet? How are we going to financially pay for things? How? I'm just getting that, the how. Hang on a minute. God, they're giving me this. Hang on a minute. I'm just getting that how. How are we going to do it moving forward? We probably ask these questions as well, guys, but this is more the people waking up and the sleepwalkers. They're asking how are they going to navigate it is basically what they're asking of their government. Hands in the air with lots of questions, which is good because that means they're seeing things. Transport systems are collapsing. This is globally. Transport systems are really going to start to change now. It's going to become visibly obvious. So many changes in the transport industries. Buses, trains, cabs, Ubers, all of the above. Big changes in these systems. It could even be the tracking and tracing control, setting up the smart travel systems, the faster trains. We know there's going to be the faster networks, all running in a straight line, as we all know here. So I'm getting lots of changes in the transport systems, big time globally. This is everywhere. It's starting. It is starting. God. They keep giving me this song, and I'm just trying to think. It's by Thompson Twins, and it's that Doctor Doctor song again. I keep getting that song. They won't stop giving it to me. I met you there, just standing there. I thought I was only dreaming, yeah. Doctor, doctor, can't you see I'm burning? So obviously there's something going on around doctors. We know they've been silenced for many years by APRA, CDC, all the usual, same and above. But I do feel there's doctor. Whether it's doctors coming out telling their truths and not hiding anymore. Can you imagine what they've seen? And they're still trying to blame CV. So the guides won't leave it alone. They keep giving me that song, Doctor by the Thompson Twins. God, everyone just hesitates going to the doctor, don't we? We avoid it at all costs. We only go if we absolutely have to, don't we? So I am getting this big song, Doctor. And I think we all know too, doctors are becoming a little bit, well, they're not becoming obsolete, but we know that big pharma's kind of taking over this industry. We know they're producing these clinics now that you can sort of talk to almost an AI robot to be your doctor. So I do feel that the doctor industry it's not as personalized, it's not as caring, it's more robotic. I'm getting that image. Everything is more robotic now. The personal edge is getting taken away now in the doctor world, which I think we know it is. And like I said, Melbourne and New South Wales have got these big clinics that they've already set up between hospitals and doctor clinics. So there's this big changes in the doctors as well. God, who would even want to be a doctor, honestly? You do have to wonder, don't you, why you'd want to be a doctor? You know, knowing well, they probably don't know, some of them, that you're going to get silenced and forced to cover big pharma's backside and all that. It would be, I don't know, I just don't know how anyone could want to be a doctor, or probably a policeman nowadays, because they kind of have to do as they're told as well. Anyway, let's just keep going. It just makes me so frustrated. I can't go there. All right. They're showing me we have to recapture the essence of who we are. They're showing me like a butterfly net and us trying to catch the essence of who we are. So it's like childlike, and it's showing us catching like little butterflies. And that's the essence of who we are, because when you go through your awakening process, you go from the caterpillar into the butterfly and you emerge into this new kind of form of spirit that feels freer and more uninhibited and more relaxed, and we've learnt ways to live in the now and this kind of thing. So I'm getting this catching of the butterflies, but there's this innocence. It's like we catch them with the net, but then we let them go again, because we know they only have like a day to live. So we're not going to put them in a jar and just, that's your life. You live in a jar for a day. But it's this trying to catch butterflies. They're a little bit elusive as well, is what I'm getting. But there's an innocence about it as well. But it's like recapturing part of our self, our spirit. It's a funny little image, isn't it? With a butterfly net. I'm just getting that visual. Okay. Hang on a minute. God, I'm getting this urgency, like someone's knocking at our door. This is us. This is you guys. Someone's knocking at our door. They're showing me, for example, I've got a glass door here, and they're showing me someone bang, 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 banging really urgently on our back doors. It's not our front doors, it's our back doors. We're getting messages from the back door, meaning probably our spirit guides or messages that are trying to get to us, but we're being urgently messaged about something. There's someone trying to get messages to us via our back door. And if you think about it, well, I use my back door as my front door. Some of us do. But this is what I'm saying, that someone's trying to get messages to us. Hang on a minute. Let me see what this is about. God, now they're giving me that song, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. And I don't mean this is about death or anything like that. Won't you please, I don't know the words. I'm just getting that song, knocking on heaven's door. So there's some sort of message in that song today that we might have to go and listen to. I am getting that song. See, when I think of knocking on heaven's door, that's like spiritual guidance. Someone's trying to get messages to us, guys. Hang on. And now I'm getting that song by U2, Angel of Harlem. Oh, can't think of the rest of the words. You know I love U2, but there's some sort of angel message. Angel of Harlem. I don't know. Sometimes we get messages through song, guys. Let me see if there's anything else around this knocking on the door. Back door, remember back door. So they don't want it to be obvious and stand out. Oh, God, hang on a minute. It's a bit confusing, isn't it? I'm getting the message that they pose no threat. It's only positive input and messages that is trying to get to us. They pose no threat. So it's not negative, it's positive. Hang on. And they're saying to me we have to change the way we're doing things. We have to change the way we're doing things. They're saying like we'll have to change the way we're doing things or we're going to be punished. And I would say this is about disinformation and misinformation because we're already getting punished for that here. My channel's getting squashed. Your comments are disappearing by the minute, aren't they, guys? So we have to change the way we're doing things. We do a lot of code in that, don't we, guys? And we have nicknames and that, but I don't know what more we could do. Hang on a minute. They're saying to take this up a notch and take it to the next level. See, I often talk to you guys about, we talk about frequency and that love energy and all this quite regularly, but we also talk about telepathy, that we do have a lot of telepathy skills now that we've opened up. We can hear, sense, and we receive vibration, and that's how we have this knowing. It's just a sense that we have. It's that sort of that sixth sense, that knowing, that understanding of things before they even happen or before we see them. We just get that gut feeling something isn't right. So now we've got to start really like plugging in and tuning into this is what I'm getting from the guides. Just wait one sec. And they're kind of saying there's like this burst of energy coming our way. We're going to receive this burst of energy. And that could be what the knocking on the door is. It's this burst of energy where we're going to like really break through those barriers. See, a lot of us have been suffering our ailments with our knees, hips, feet, ankles, all these kind of things as we move to those next levels. But I feel like we're going to burst through that barrier now. It's showing me like all of us Terrabellians running through, you know how in the start of a big football game, for example, it might be the gridiron or the soccer, or I don't know if they do it with the soccer, but the football here, AFL, they definitely do it. And you run through the big paper sign and everyone breaks through and all the streamers like, you know, go through the air and you all come running through onto the field. Well, that's what I'm getting for us Terrabellians. We're going to be bursting through into that next level of thinking. It is the next level of thinking and level of reality. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? So maybe that's what the knocking on the door is, to help guide us to that next frequency vibrational shift. Wait a sec. Oh, I'm getting England. I'm getting England standing up in their tribe. It's like tribal. Oh, it's like tribal warrior. Sorry, something just banged then. It's like tribal warrior energy in England. People are fighting back. They're understanding. They're seeing things for what they are. And they're herding together to fight back. You might get your protests and your strikes there soon. It's just what I'm seeing. People aren't happy in England. Oh, poor old Sushi and Chucky Charles. But they're just not happy. They want to regain their freedom. They want to regain their freedom, especially if they're living in 15-minute city lockdown areas. So I am seeing movement over there. Hang on a minute. God, I'm getting this globally, and this reminds me of New Zealand particularly, but we're getting that warrior energy moving forward. This burst of energy that's coming behind us, that's going to kind of show me kind of moving through us. It's almost like, it's like when Voldemort moves through Harry. You know how in Harry Potter he goes, oh, and that big sort of puff of smoke goes through Harry. Well, I'm getting that, but it's a good burst of energy for us. It's moving through us, and it's going to really uplift us, and it's this warrior kind of energy that's building globally. People are becoming more warrior-like, but this is warrior in their own power, of course. I'm just getting that, which reminds me of all you guys in New Zealand, you brave warriors over there. But this is globally. Everyone's stepping into... See, that next realm is that warrior kind of energy with, where you're in your real truth and power. God, I keep getting this, just someone's got to hold up the sword. Someone's got to hold up the sword. See, again, I'm getting that King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Someone's got to hold up the sword. Someone's got to, like, you think of King Arthur, he pulls the sword out of that big rock, doesn't he? And he's the only person who can hold it up, which is pretty much an individual, which is all of us. We have to hold up our own sword. We have to pull it out and get into our own strength and power. So someone has to hold up that sword, and it has to be you as an individual doing that, and representing yourself. You have to find that inner strength. This is everyone globally. They have to find that inner strength, and that's what the awakening and the shift is all about. It's about getting in your warrior and your King Arthur strength and holding up your sword. Because you don't have to prove who you are. You just are who you are. And you've got to dig deep and find that inner strength. That's what the guides are saying. Oh my God, what a sort of a reading is this today, guys? This is very, very strange. There must be some movement going forward. There has to be, guys. I think I might pull some cards because this is just getting very weird, this reading. I might pull some Foxfire cards, and maybe we ask some questions about moving us forward into these next realms, because I don't know, it's just strange today. Very strange things going on at the moment, guys, isn't it? I would say there's more of this reset rolling out. We know that LGBTQ, God, we're in Pride Month at the moment, aren't we? Look, no one's got an issue with it, but we don't all need it shoved down our faces, do we? Oh, beneath the surface. And that's interesting, isn't it? It's like a mermaid energy, which is very interesting, considering the Little Mermaid's just come out here in cinemas. It's actually not doing that well. My daughter wanted to go see it, and then we changed our mind because we sort of thought it might be a little bit woke. I don't know why they're changing everything. Disney's changing everything, aren't they? But if you see that energy, it's about water and flowing as well beneath the surface. So when I think of beneath the surface too, I get back to that iceberg energy. When I keep saying about what might be coming out with the reset, there's probably more coming out that's beneath the surface, because we always talk about the iceberg and we've only seen a little bit of the tip of the iceberg, and then there's everything underneath. So that's what I'm kind of getting there. But we can navigate it because we're like the mermaids, guys. That's another thing I'm getting from that card. Nothing we can't handle, is there? Oh, this card. Some of my cards are flipped around. Sorry, God. You know me, shuffle. Oh, I'm going to get this one because it's on its own. Oh, there you go. Time to restore. We got the dragon again. Time to rest and recoup, guys. Time to restore our energy. And of course, the dragon energy to me is always like the wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge, the old dragon energy. We talk about dragons a fair bit here on this channel, don't we, guys? All right, we'll get one more to do with this process of moving to the next level. All right. Whoa, one completely bent in half. Look at that, bent in half. Delight. Oh. It's an interesting card. Can you see that? Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus. Maybe if I take my face away. Delight. Maybe it's just delight in where you are. She's almost got butterfly wings there, hasn't she, if you look at that? And Is she playing the flute? She is. She's playing the flute. So delight in music as well. Just delight in, I guess, everything we're going through. It's an interesting but a simple card, isn't it? Delight. Let me know if you got any feedback on that. It's an interesting one. Okay, I might pull 3 soul expression cards. Can you see that, guys? Because I'm a little confused on this reading today, guys. I am. Even I'm struggling a little bit with moving through these. It's not fear. I talk about it as fear a lot, but it's more that unknown. It's the uncertainty of what lies ahead, isn't it? And what's coming out, of course. Release. I lovingly allow the old to release, making room for the new arrive. For the new arrive, I surrender. Sorry, guys. It's hard to get these in focus, isn't it? Maybe if I put it in front of my... Oh, you can't see it. Sorry, guys. I'll have to... You'll have to just trust what I've read. And release, if you think about it, and surrender. It's like getting back to that. Looking at the old memories from the past. I lovingly allow the old to release, which is like memories of the photo album, isn't it? Making room for the new. See, it's just surrender. It's that letting go and trusting again. All right? Crystal energy. Meditate with this card to feel the loving support of crystal energy. I guess that's kind of getting back to using crystals. I know some of you are probably into crystals. I've got my little crystal pyramid and different kind of energies. Maybe that's, part of the journey moving forward is opening up to new things too, like crystals, or who knows. We'll get one more card and we'll see if they can help us with an outcome. Very strange reading today. All this flipped over, guys. Child. Remember the feeling of childlike wonder. Surrender to the unconditional love you deserve. You deserve? Yeah, you deserve. Child. Wow. That's so us, isn't it? See, it's getting back to that simplicity again, living through the eyes of a child, which a lot of us are doing now. We're just enjoying every moment and not getting overwhelmed and letting everything get to us. I'm going to get one outcome card because this has just been the weirdest reading this afternoon, hasn't it, guys? Oh, my God. I don't know how you guys even follow some of my analogies sometimes, but sometimes that's what the guides give us. Okay, we got one turned over. It's the outcome. Breathe. I breathe in love, breathe out love, breathe properly, allowing breath to lovingly nourish my body. So when I think of breath and breathing, that's about calming your mind, clearing your body. Whenever you calm your breath, it's like a form of meditation. It's like focusing on something else to help to slow down your cluttered mind. It stops you from getting overwhelmed, because if you're shallow breathing and things like that, it can become overwhelming and create anxiety in your body and fears and these kind of things. So your breath is very important. So that's the one thing we've got to focus on while we're moving into that next level, is focus on our breath. Let me see if there's one more thing to close with today, guys. Breathing. I'm focusing on my breath. You guys need to do that too, guys. Sorry, the light's going down because it's such a grey day here. Oh, you know what they're like? They're giving me everything. Let me see if I can just get them to focus on just one strong thing to finish off with. Hang on. Oh, they're giving me this song. Here we go again, and here I go. Oh, who sings that song? Here you come again, and here I go. Oh, didn't we get that the other day? Here you come again, and here I go. Oh, I can't think who sings that. Sure we got it the other day. So let me see. Yeah, I'm getting that Whitney Houston song again. I believe the children are our future. Let them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty you possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter. Such a beautiful song, isn't it? So I'm going to leave you with that today, getting back to the childlike energy. And the greatest love of all is happening to me. Is that what the song's called? Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that today. Oh my goodness, what a bizarre, weird, absurd reading that was today. But anyway, I guess we needed to hear some of those messages today. I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.